We know that forests are incredibly productive. Do you want to give us some examples of what they produce?
Could we have the first slide, please? There it is.
Yes, I come back to your question in 2 seconds.
Of course.
As you know, for us, European forest owners, we are about 14 million in whole Europe. It's very important to put sustainably produced wood on the market in order that we can protect these fantastic pictures we saw some minutes before in other countries. I thought there would be more young people. I'm not going in details, but that would be nice if you could adapt this image of 1 hectare of wood to your countries. So in Mexico, I think you have to replace the wild boar by the jaguar, perhaps, or you can change it and adapt it. Yes.
So what are some examples of these things that come out of 1 hectare of forest?
I think today what's important for society is not only wood, but it's that the filtering of water is a big problem today in Europe. It's the recreation, which is important for people living in cities. I think that's, for me, the main important, and some jobs. So I think in Germany, you can have about 700,000 jobs linked to forestry.
And how many are there now?
Today.
Today
yes.
there are
Yes.
700,000.
About, so it depends how you're counting.
Right. And if Europe starts doing the 1 trillion tree campaign, how many more jobs could there be? Just an estimate.
That depends who is participating.
Mm-hmm.
When you see in the Middle Age who cut down the forests in UK, in Spain, in Greece, if you were to reforest all that, we would have millions of jobs in poor regions.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So instead of dumping money into ancient industrial ideas, why don't we go back to really good ideas from even before that?
Yeah,
and plant
that's
forests.
a good question.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
And here in Europe, we often have, in many European countries, incredibly sustainable forest systems. How can we build these kinds of forest systems in other parts around the world?
You need patience. On my forestry that's in Luxembourg, I'm not planting, I'm only taking out the best ones, and I already have other ones who are there. But what you are doing is fantastic because you are reforestating land where was no forest, so you have to wait 100 years.
That does sound like a lot of patience.
Yes.
But I think that in some parts of the world, these trees grow a lot faster than here in Europe. So in Mexico, we might need a little less patience than you need in
Yes, I
Luxembourg.
think you need 20 or 30 years, but I'm not specialist for this kind of forestry. But I think what the friend from one of the NGOs said before, it's very important to adapt the species you are planting to the ground where it is.
And one last question, is there a message you want to say to the children and youth here today?
What we say in Europe, buy local wood products. That helps the local economy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. de Schorlemer, thank you so much. Yeah, please leave this one.